Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the Boss Life Online's Thursday Live. Um, I am Gio, and I'm the content creator for the Boss Life Online. And today, our topic is going to be 10 things that make a woman threatening to other women. Okay. Before I get started on the topic, I want to tell you about my channels. Boss Life Online is about business, and I'm going to start doing a lot of how to's. And on this channel, and my channel is monetized. Also, I have my vlog channel, which is Geo's Vlogs. Geo's Vlogs H Town is also a monetized channel, and that is where you can see what I'm doing once a week. If I have something I'm doing, okay, I will put it up. But that channel has been very, very good to me, and I hope you guys go and visit it. It's called Geo's Vlogs H Town. And then I have my team building channel. That's Team Build with Geo, where you can come over and get playlist buddies. I have a team for that. I have a team for community lights, and I have a team that will uh, tweet your videos to Twitter so that you could get a lot more exposure in other people's accounts. So that is what I do on all three of my channels. And because I don't want to be very, very long on this topic or go over my hour, I have my guest today is Marlene. So I am going to bring Marlene up. Okay, here is Marlene. Okay. And the topic, like I said today, is 10 things that make a woman threatening to other women. Now I'm going to go to the chat and see who's out in here. Angela Critters is in here, friend to family, Team Gravely. Hey, Team Gravely. Eunice Williams. Hey, Eunice. Evangelist Nancy. Good morning to you. And that's it for right now. But hey, that's enough to get started with because this is some good information. I want you guys to know that I took this information from the internet, and it's an article written by Christy Stewart. And she wrote this article January the 7th, 2022. Now I'm going to have that link down below so you can read all this up for yourself. My co-host today is Marlene. So Marlene, go ahead and talk about your channels and introduce yourself.
I was muted. I'm Marlene of Marlene Motivates on my channel. I share positivity, inspiration, story times, just anything that is going to help you to heal from a situation or that teaches life lessons.
Okay. So now, guys, let's get started with this subject. Okay. 10 things that make a woman, other women feel threatening to other women. Okay. I wanted to do this topic because when I saw this topic, I was just looking and looking on the internet for just good stuff to read and put in my head all the time. And I ran across this. I called Marlene and asked her if she wanted to do it with me. And she said yes. Now, you don't have to agree with it with this article, but this is a topic for today, and we would love to hear your opinions on this topic as well. Okay. Now, this is our disclaimer. Now, while anyone of any gender can feel threatened by qualities or behaviors a person exhibits, this article will focus solely on women. In many cultures, women are socialized differently than other genders, and the ways they socialize can contribute to competitive, hostile, or unsupportive interactions. So let's find out 10 things that make a woman threatening to other women. The first one is that a woman, you may feel threatened by another woman because she's beautiful. When I first read that, I was like, she's beautiful. Of course, all women are beautiful. But this is what this girl said, Chrissy. And we would love to hear your opinion on this. Whether or not you believe you're beautiful, if other women around you think you're prettier than them, you may struggle to connect with them. People of any age, body type, or size can be confident or insecure about their appearance. If someone feels that their appearance deviates from socially imposed standards of beauty, they may project their insecurity onto people who fit the standard more closely. It is possible that other women may feel threatened by your beauty, and your mere presence may make them feel inadequate. If they are single, they may see you as competition for romantic partners. If they are married, they might see you as a seductive temptress who is plotting to steal their spouses. That's number one. You're beautiful. What do you got to say about that, Marlene?
Well, I feel personally like I've seen both sides of the coin. I have been on the side where people have hated on me, and there's no other reason but they're intimidated by my looks because I'm a confident woman. I didn't used to be, but when you walk into the room and you command the room, other women are like, I see the looks looking at you sideways and all of that, but you can't do anything about it. And sometimes people feel that way because you have the confidence that they wish they had. But I also have been on the other side before my recovery when I used to look at other women and they had what I wanted, and I'd be like, look at her, who does she think she is walking around wearing that dress?
Go ahead on, girl. And that's because we wanted to be like him, but just didn't know how. You know, there's a lot of insecurities that women have. Okay, now this is what Christy wrote, and what she said her advice was when you're beautiful and other people are mean to you because of that or saying stuff. She said there is not much you can do to change your appearance. You can try to downplay your attractiveness features, but ultimately you shouldn't have to hide your good qualities to someone else's because of someone else's insecurities. And I agree with that. If some people seem threatened by your appearance, it may be helpful to offer sincere compliments about their appearance to help them feel more confident and less threatened by you. I'm like, nah, I have to say, I'm just gonna be me. And I try to compliment every woman. If you look good, Marlene, I tell you, girl, you look good. You know, and if I want to look good, then I need to start taking better care of myself and stop trying to put that off on other women. Okay, so number one reason why, 10 reasons why, we're talking about 10 reasons why things that make other women feel threatening by other women. The number one is you're beautiful. You know, you can't help if you're pretty. My God. Okay. To me, all women are beautiful.
Well, I don't agree with that, but okay.
I'm talking about the ones that's got good personalities and all of that and love in their hearts. I ain't talking about the snobs and the narcissists.
Oh, okay. Because you said all, so I was like,
I mean, if I meet somebody and they treat me really bad and they're really, beautiful when I say that, you have to be beautiful not on the outside, but on the inside as well. Okay, that's the beauty I'm talking about. You as a person. Okay, right. Let's move on to number 2. You ready for this one, Marlene? You're smarter than them. You're smart or you're smarter than them. Okay, let me go to the chat and see what's happening here. Nancy says, okay, let's see. Let's see. Nancy said, this says, wow. Then she said, this is so good. Angela got, I don't know what that particular emoji means, but Eunice is saying, this is true. I have experienced this myself. I heard other women say she thinks she looks good. Some women, when they are not secure with their own looks, this is what they say a lot of times. Yes, they do. Okay. Friends to family said this is a good topic. Eunice said, I'm not a snob. They will admit that I'm a nice person, wonderful person, but they don't like me because of my looks. because the way I carry myself. I know that's right. Okay, Donna is saying exactly, not at all. And how you doing, Donna? Welcome to the live. Also, Eunice, welcome to the live. Tracy Booth is in here. Thank you, Tracy, for coming so much. Okay, you're smarter than them. Okay, this is what she wrote. She said it's okay to be smart. So as long as the people around you aren't reaching for a dictionary to translate your last sentence,
Yeah.
okay. The reaching for let's see, the bigger the words you use, the smaller your audience may feel. Until you know the people around you, keep the conversation and the mood light. Most people just want to have fun. Make sure that your conversation is fun when you communicate with other people. Okay? Because people can, who did you understand what she was saying? You know what I'm saying? When other people, you may make other women feel threatening because you use all of these big words, and you're in a group where people just maybe have just a high school education, or or no high school education, and here you all trying to teach them something, but you're using all these big words that they don't even know about. So she's saying, is her advice is saying you should be smart enough to know that giving a lecture on some obscure topic can be alienating for the people around you. What do you think, Marlene?
Well, this is speaking to me, Gio, because sometimes I think of things, but I think of things through a higher vocabulary. I can't help it. It's because I'm always reading books and learning new words because that's my thing. I love grammar and language and stuff. So I have to learn to tone that down sometimes and use more simple words. But I can understand that. I can
Yeah,
understand.
but she also said you don't have to dumb yourself down when you talk to other women. But if you're a very smart person, try to refrain from using your intelligence to make other people feel stupid. But you don't do that, Marlene.
No, I don't make, but sometimes I can tell, like when I'm talking to people sometimes, and they're looking at me like, what? What? And then I was like, oh, okay. Let me go back to the simple words.
Right. Sometimes, and then she says, don't show off or act condescending, but don't hide your intelligence either. Get comfortable with being yourself and let other people know the real you too. That's good too. I really like that. Let's move on to number three. Okay, number three. 10 reasons. Okay, where we are here. Let's see. Ten things that make a woman threatening to other women. Number three, you have a strong work ethic. You have a strong work ethic. She says, whether you're a stay at home mom who cooks every meal from scratch with organic ingredients grown from your own garden, or you are a professional woman who performs every task above and beyond the call of duty, your hands on approach to life can make some people feel insecure about their own work ethic. That's true,
Mhm.
because whatever they gave me to do in these corporate jobs, my father taught me to do it 110%. Be better. Okay. And that brings about a whole lot of other things why he told me that. But I know for a fact that most people in corporate, they were so insecure because I did everything I could to keep my job. Okay, I had a baby to take care of. I didn't have time to go on the job and play. So I was so creative with coming up with this, coming up with that, and people would say she thinks she's something. You better believe, yes, I am something. I'm
Yeah.
paying my light bill. Okay, what you got to say about that, Marlene?
Yeah, I
Okay.
think a lot. I think sometimes, other women may feel threatened by another woman, especially if that woman is doing something that maybe they want to do, and you look at them and be like, "Man," instead of saying, "Man, I wonder how they did that." Instead, you looking at them sideways and then try to devalue her, and that's not good. That just shows who you are. That shows that
Right.
you need to work on yourself. So Well, don't do that. Stop doing that. And I like to always encourage another woman and give another woman a compliment and give another person credit where credit is due.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. In the chat, Lisa B is saying when we was talking about number three. Uh, let's see. She said it's all boiled down to ego. You make them feel stupid. They make themselves feel stupid. I heard that, Lisa B. All right. Eunice
True.
is saying no. Lisa B is also saying ego will be your downfall if you don't keep it in check. That's right. Eunice Williams has said, I can relate to this various places that I have worked. Some individuals have different levels of education. They will say, oh, she's well spoken, but some individual will take it the wrong way. Yes, they do. Hey,
Mhm.
Rochelle, welcome, welcome. Okay, yes, they do. Yes, they do. All right, let's go to number 4. Wait a minute, let me tell you what her advice is for number 3, which is you have a strong work ethic. She said, if your accomplishments and drive seem to make other people avoid you, try to avoid bragging and don't offer unsolicited advice to people about their initiative or lack of thereof. So, and save detailed conversations about your goals for friends who are like you and have a lot going on. Okay. So I guess what they're saying is when you have like dreams and your work ethics and all of that, if other people are not doing, have that same drive as you, find people in your life, find friends that do have that same drive and share it with them. Because if you share it with other people that don't have that same drive, they're going to be like, girl, child, she thinks she's something. That's all they
Mhm.
ever say. She
Yeah.
thinks she's something. Yeah, I am.
Mhm.
Okay, Marlene, what you have to say about that advice?
Well, that's one of those things where I like to say elevate your thinking and elevate your circle. Sometimes the people that you're surrounding yourself by is I wouldn't say it, they're not beneath you, but they're not on the same level or your plane of thinking. You know, they're
Yeah,
not going on the journey where you are going. So if you keep accepting and being around people and associating with people who are not within your realm and your grasp, your vision to where you want to go, I feel like you are downplaying yourself, or you're holding yourself back in your journey in your life, and you're going to make yourself miserable as well.
right.
Mhm.
Eunice Williams said, yes, you can't share everything with everybody when you have dreams and aspirations. I have I have none of this. You can't just talk to various co-workers or individuals that's not on the same path. No, you can't. Because they think that you better than them and all of this old crazy stuff. Let's move on to
Mhm.
number 4. Okay, here's Lisa B is saying, Eunice, their ego tells them that they should be prettier, better, and faster. Then they get nasty. If they come from a place of love, they would be happy for you, not envious. That is so true.
Right.
So true. Number 4, you don't fit into the group pecking order. Okay?
Mhm.
There are some women who try to bond with others by creating power imbalances and social organizations which rank one above the other according to status or authority. That's like cliques.
Mhm.
Everybody in your clique either have to be on your status, or if you on a low
Oh,
status, you're
yeah.
gonna pick the people that's got a lot of insecurities to be on your in your clique. You
Mhm.
know, because that's how you survive and that's how you feel better. One way to maintain a power imbalance is to undermine some people and make them seem inferior. Some people will some people will participate in unfair power imbalances because they want to, and some people will participate to avoid being placed at the bottom of the pecking order. These kinds of people are judgmental, critical, and mean. That's where the clicks come from.
Mhm.
You have low clicks, in the middle clicks, and high clicks. And the low clicks can't go to the high cliques because they're not on my level.
Hmm.
You understand? Marlon, you have anything to say on that one?
Yeah, and one of the things about a clique is you are saying only these people are acceptable and people outside of this are not. So it's basically it's judgments. You're judging people on their social, here I go with my words, socioeconomic status. So depending on where they are in their life, how much money do they have? Do they have the kids and the white picket fence and the house and all of that? We judge
Right.
people because we think that people should be at a certain level, but we don't know what another woman has gone through and what they're going through right now. Who are you to judge them and say where they should be?
Thank you.
It's not up
Yes.
to us.
Yes. Now, Crystal's the lady that wrote this article, her name is Crystal. Her advice says if a person is willing to engage in petty gossip with you, they will probably also gossip about you. The most critical people are often the ones who have been the most criticized. Take pity on gossip, but don't get it too close to them. Okay? I'm like, well, even when I was growing up, my mama used to say that. She used to say, "Child, if you talking about them, they talking about you." You know. So I try not to get into any gossip or listen to it. Okay, 10 reasons why things that make a woman feel threatening by other women. Number 5 is you're confident. Okay. My grandma used to say, if you got it, flaunt it. Well, don't. It's okay to know yourself and like who you are as long as you aren't egotistical about it. When you walk into a room, does your presence say, here I am, or there you are? Some underconfident people will feel threatened by another person's confidence. Make sure that you are being confident and not arrogant when you interact with people. Marlene?
Yeah, I like the whole thing. I feel like it's very important when you enter a room, look at people in the eye. I think eye contact is really important. Acknowledge another person. Make another person feel good. Don't just like one of the things that I hate is when people walk into a room, maybe you don't even know them, and then they just walk past you. Even if you just look at somebody and say hello, you don't have to get into big conversations when you don't know others, but you can always acknowledge another human being. What does it take to smile and to say hello?
Yeah,
Doesn't take anything.
right. When I walk into my sister's house and she has her friends there, even though I don't walk in there like, I'm here. What y'all gonna do? Jump up and say, whoop, 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 G.O. is here. No, when I walk into a room, I just go, hello, everybody. How y'all doing? And if somebody's smiling at me, I smile back. And if they want a hug, I give them a hug. I never act like I'm better or I'm in the room. Hey, look at me, you know? So this is her advice. She said, learn to like yourself and love others at the same time. You can be confident without being arrogant, and you should encourage your friends to be confident in themselves too. Keep in mind that it's not your job to make someone else feel good about themselves. Okay? You can be the most supportive and encouraging friend and still encounter other people who would treat you as if you were doing something to undermine them. In addition to owning your confidence, seek friends who can sport theirs without expecting you to shine less brightly. Wow. Okay, what they're saying is hang out with confident people. Both of y'all be confident together. You know what I'm saying? So it's just all about learning to like yourself and loving others at the same time. That is what that is about. Okay? And people don't like you because you're confident. That's crazy. They feel threatened. You know, I know that I have a lot of confidence. Okay? But I'm not arrogant with it unless you take me there. Okay? Then I have to really stop and think, do I really want to go there and be messed up for a couple hours? No, it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. Okay, let's go to the chat and see what people are saying. I believe Eunice had said, let's see. Eunice said, yes, you can't share everything with everybody when you have dreams and aspirations. Okay, I think I read that. Okay, I read that. You can be confident but humble and friendly. That's right, Eunice. That's where I'm coming from. Angela said exactly. Don said, hey Don, good morning. Delightful Don. I'm glad you're here. Good morning to you. Lisa B is saying, I talk to people in the store if they can't find something or need help. People think you are loopy for chatting up a stranger, but we can help others. We raise our vibration as whole. That is so true. So true. People, other women can feel threatened by you when you're fashionable. Okay. To some women, a pair of high heels is the same as sporting a pair of fishnet stockings and a tramp stamp. Oh my goodness. Don't ask me why, but a well dressed woman can strike fear into the souls of all your flip flopping, ballet flatty, tennis shoes sporting friends. Maybe you just like to play dress up, but the insecure woman around you won't care. They will question your motives until their insecurity eats both them and you alive. What do you think about that, Marlene? You're fashionable.
Well, I think sometimes, well, like I've heard people say behind my back, she always has to overdress. Like
Yeah,
it's just not that when I heard it I laughed because I am a person, I like to wear jewelry. I prefer to wear dresses than to wear jeans and shorts. But that's me. I'm being my authentic self. I'm not a person. If you like wearing shorts and jeans and you wear shorts and jeans, but don't get mad at me because I wear dresses and jewelry all the time. Or I would be one of those girls that walk in the room with heels because that's what I like.
yeah. Well, some people, you know, I don't, it's according on to me. It's according to the dress code with me. Now, like at my sister's party, she said we all could wear like a red t-shirt, red blouse, and jeans. Okay, I was like, cool, because I'm not like a real fashionable person. But if I'm going to be online like I am today, I'm going to have on a nice shirt, earrings, and stuff because that's my image. But if I'm
Mhm.
just out somewhere, yeah, I'm going to wear some jeans and tennis shoes and the same jewelry because I'm trying to sell it, But that does not mean that I don't know. I don't know why women are like that. I'm speechless on that part because I'm with you, Marlene, and you got on a nice dress or a casual dress with your earrings and all of this. I don't care. You're
Mhm.
just Marlene to me.
Mhm. See, but the whole thing is, Gio, I don't be walking around like, you know, and holding my hand on my hip and looking at other people and stuff. I'm not showing off or anything, but people can only feed off of what they feel about themselves. They project that in the atmosphere. And I like what Don says. They be hating on me. And people do. People hate on you if they feel intimidated by you.
Insecure.
Mhm.
They do.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So the next one is a big one. Okay. People feel threatened by other women if they're thin. Okay. It doesn't matter how much you weigh if you are skinnier than someone else. And the thinner you are, the easier you are to dismiss. It's not because you're so small they can't see you, it's because they are purposely ignoring you. Heavy women
Um,
may think that thin women just don't know what it is like to have a large body type. And they're right to a certain extent. Thin people are not treated badly on the basis of their thinness, but large people are definitely treated badly based on their size and weight. While a thin person can understand that intellectually she will not experience the same kind of prejudice as a larger woman. A plus size woman may be may be less open and friendly towards a thin person. Maybe she's been bullied or treated as if she's less than or important by thin people. And as a result, she may not want to be close or vulnerable with you if you're thin. Perhaps you flaunted your size with being disrespectful about hers. Or maybe she struggles with feelings of jealousy. No matter what the reason, weight can affect how a person is treated. And I've seen that, and I see it today. How people treat people that's larger. Like I'm not no thin girl. I used to be a thin girl. You know what I'm saying? But today I just accept me for who I am, belly and all. Who cares? It's me. You know what I'm saying? Take me or leave me. And that's just who I am, and I feel okay. And if I want to do something about it, then I can lose weight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's how I feel about that. Now, let me see what people are saying in the chat here. Let your light shine. That's right. Delightful Dawn. Delightful Dawn is saying, I guess when I was reading, it's true. Eunice said, this is all true. When I went out, even to the grocery store, like to look nice. Some women, if they're not confident, they'll just stare. Uh, See, some who are confident in themselves will compliment you. That's right. I see, because when I start wearing this hairstyle and I wear it out to the grocery store and stuff, I get a lot of compliments from women that's not insecure. The other ones, just like Eunice said, they just look you up and down. And I'm like, yeah, I know I look good. I just say that to myself, y'all. Go fix yours. All right, now let me just stop. Okay, Don says insecure. Angela said, I always try to look nice when I go out. Right. Don said it's vice versa. Marlene and I had that combo on how we've been treated as a plus size and small. Right. Lisa B is saying, I always tell someone if I like their blouse, if I'm with someone, they think I'm weird talking to strangers. No, I tell people I go in Walmart and I see somebody with a nice purse, nice what. I'm always doing the same thing, Lisa B. No, that's not weird. All I'm saying is, hi, I really like that top you got on. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And most people will say, oh, I bought this from Walmart and it's just right over there. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what? It's just a minute to just compliment somebody. Okay, Angela. Don, people judge. Yes, they do. It's cruel to judge. Yes. I hate when other women say I'm skinny. That's Marlene motivates. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. To you, Marlene, are you skinny to you?
No, but you remember my past. You know what I've been through with my eating disorder. So okay. I don't think people mean to do it, but it kind of, to me, I think it's offensive. To me, people don't understand that saying skinny is the same thing as calling another person who's larger fat. And people don't understand that. They'd be like, oh, you're so skinny. To me, it's the same rudeness as calling somebody else fat. And people don't think that. They think saying you're skinny is a compliment, and it's not.
Okay.
It's rude.
All right. So now, thank you for that feedback, Marlene. But this, Crystal, her advice is this: treat all people with respect, regardless of their appearance. Acknowledge your privilege and use it to be supportive toward people rather than oppressive. Befriend people of all body types and treat them with dignity and respect. That is what we should do. Everybody can't be thin. Everybody don't want to be thin. It's a struggle to lose weight. I've been trying to do it for 6 months, but you got to be willing to put down that ice cream and whatever else that you are eating that you ain't supposed to. So why you gonna be mad at somebody else because they look good? That's crazy to me. But that's crazy to me. Okay, let's move on. Number 8. Now, you ready for this one, Marlene?
Yes.
You have a strong personality. You may be threatening to other women because you have a strong personality. There's a difference between being strong and being overbearing. Okay? A strong person is usually firm about who they are. They have boundaries in their beliefs. When a woman is strong, she typically doesn't need obedience or approval from every person she interacts with, and she can accept that she and her friends may disagree on some things. However, an overbearing woman has an opinion about everything, and she usually insists on sharing that opinion. She always has an answer for every question. It just may not be the right one. She could be far left or far right, extremely spiritual or extremely hippie. But no matter what she believes, she can be extremely annoying when she forces her opinion and perspectives onto other people. Which kind of woman are you, Marlene?
To be honest with you, I'm the what did you say the two options were?
The options were there's a difference between being strong and being overbearing.
Um, I feel like I'm in the middle because sometimes I feel like I'm not strong enough, but I know that I'm not overbearing at all. I'm never overbearing. I always let people be who they are. So I think in the middle, uh, right at the border of being strong, because I struggle sometimes. I'm just a human being. I try my best to be strong, and I try not to put my whatever, my opinions or my lack of whatever on somebody else. So I
Right.
just try to be myself.
Yes, I agree with that, Marlene. Let's see what they're saying in the chat. Eunice saying, I have no problem letting another woman know she looks nice. Don is saying, yes, Lisa B, exactly. Take 1 second to appreciate others and something. You're right. Lisa B is saying, I ain't putting down no ice cream. If they don't like my shape, who cares? I heard that, Lisa B. I heard that. Okay. Okay, so now let's move on to number 9. Okay. Number 9 is things that make other women threatening to you. Number 9 is you're competitive. Okay. It's she says, you know that girl who always has to win. Mm. The one who views every aspect of social interaction as a competition, and the one who will use your heart as a stepping stool to the top. Mm. Well, she may win the game, but she will lose her friends in the process. And what good is victory when you have no one to share it with? Wow. You're threatening to other women, and you make them feel threatened when when everything is a competition. You
Hmm.
know, who can say hi better? Hi. Now you think I'm gonna go somewhere and say something like that? No. Who can dress better? Who can wear the wig better? Who can wear the better jewelry? I mean, if you're talking to somebody who can express themselves better. No, I'm not into that. I'm finna come up in there being GO, respectful of everybody and loving everybody. I am not in competition
I know.
with no one. I'm in competition with myself. Okay, I'm in competition with myself because I'm trying to be a better Geo. I'm trying to look at me and say, what part did you play in this situation to cause this situation, Geo? I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to get on my knees every night and ask God for forgiveness. I'm trying to get on my knees every night and thank God for just waking me up and making me a better person. You see what I'm saying? I ain't got I'm competing with myself. I'm competing with the negative because I'm trying to put the positive on top of the negative. I don't have time to worry about what you're doing.
Hmm.
Okay, I can be support. I want to be a better friend and be supportive. I want to just be a better person all the way round. Okay, but I don't have time to compete with what you trying to do, other than support you, Marlene.
Yeah, and also I have learned that confidence is a daily thing. Sometimes you feel very confident based on how you feel. Other times you don't feel confident at all because maybe you're just having a bad day or you're in a bad mood. You don't feel like bothering or dealing with anything. You just want to just float through the day. But you got to be confident in yourself, because if you don't, who is going to? We got to believe in ourselves, but also you don't have to make yourself seem like make other people feel like they're less because you're around. We don't want to do
Right.
that either.
Okay, Donna, just being real, saying I love giving compliments to people, even strangers. Lisa B, I think as a woman, historically, we have had to become overbearing at times in order to be heard. There is a time and place. Angela is saying, me too, Donna. Okay, let's see. Donna being real says, sounds like the Mahogany old movie, what Billy D said to Diana Rice. That's right. Okay, the lady that wrote this article, Crystal, is saying her advice is don't let a sense of competition cause you to mistreat others, and don't maintain friendships with overly competitive people. Even if you are a naturally competitive person, try to avoid treating all aspects of your social interactions as competitions. Mm-mm-mm. Constantly trying to outdo others will make it hard for people to be vulnerable with you. It might be a good idea to examine why you feel the need to compete with others. Okay? Hey, just vlogging live. How you doing? Thank you so much for coming. I'm here listening and enjoying in a meeting. Oh, okay. Thank you so much for being here, Carla. Now let's get to the last one, number 10. Things that make other women feel threatened by you, by other women, or however you want to put it. Number 10, you're wealthy.
Mm.
Okay, the wealthier you are, the more out of touch you may be with average people and their problem. Women can connect over their weakness as much as their strength. Your mansion and your luxury cars may be overwhelming to the most down to earth ladies. Being wealthy may eliminate some type of stress from your life, and some people may resent the fact that you have so much when they have so less. Unfortunately,
Mhm.
even if you can hide your car in the garage, you can't hide your Gucci purse, your designer jeans, or your wealthy lifestyle. Money talks, and in this case, it may be saying, "I'm good. I'm too good for you." Okay, this is what she's saying. We don't have to all agree to that. Her advice is don't flaunt your wealth or brag about financial blessings you enjoy. Nobody likes a braggart, and it's hard to be friends with someone if they use their wealth to make others feel jealous. Try to be discreet about your capital, especially if your friends don't have the same financial background. People can't help but compare themselves against each other. What do you think about being wealthy?
Well, I can say, like, I'm not a wealthy person by any means, but I think with the money that I do have, I use my money wisely. I know about money management skills and tools, and I'm building for my financial future with my portfolio. So I try my best to make good decisions, but what irritates me sometimes is that people get intimidated or mad because pre-pandemic, when things were good, I was making good decisions, so people were like, wait a minute, you're not going to work, or you're not doing this and that, and they're mad and they get jealous because you made good decisions before, when you're making plans and stuff, and other people, like family members and friends, will like judge you for that, like, oh, how come you have money to do that, or how come you can go on a vacation. So sometimes that comes across, and I feel like it's irritating when you make good decisions with your money, and then other people want to be like, because you have the money, people make you feel like you have to give them some of your money, and you don't. It's not your fault. It's not your responsibility to bail out other people out of their poor financial decisions. That's my opinion. I
Well,
don't think you should have to bail out people, because when I was putting in the hard work and saving my money and not going through drive-through every day, why should I have to bail you out when you were wasting $20 to $30 every day through drive-through? I can't.
right.
My
Now,
opinion.
on my, I used to be broke. I mean, I used to live from paycheck to paycheck. Okay, until I made a decision to do something about it. Until I made a decision to work for myself and give myself all the raises that I can give myself. You know, I don't. When I came here to YouTube, I was already successful, but I did not come here flaunting it. Nobody knew. I just came here with the Boss Life Online. I was trying to figure out from you guys how to make money over here. And you'll never know what kind of money I got because I don't flaunt it. And I don't want other people to feel like, oh, she got all of this. No, I don't have. I am not wealthy like I want to be. But let me check with me in 5 years. Yes, I will be wealthy because I believe that's what's going to happen in my life when God moves, and it's just going to happen. Okay, but
Yes.
one thing about me, Marlene, I'm going to still be Geo.
Yep.
I'm still going to be the person that y'all know today. I'm still going to be humble. I'm still going to be a precious child of God because, I could have it today, gone tomorrow.
Yes.
But one thing that I can have all the time is me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and who I am, and that is who I just want to be. Geo all the time, straight across the board. When you meet me, I'm going to be the same Geo that you met online.
Yeah.
Okay, money don't change me. I've had that way before I came here to YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and before I was the same Geo. Why? Because I had great mentors. Okay. And before I had great mentors, I had a great therapist
Mm-hmm.
who told me that you got to love yourself first and you got to keep on loving yourself. You can't buy love. Okay. So, with that said, if you ever meet me, period, I'm going to be the same every time because I know that money can't buy what I have today. And that's love for myself and love for Jesus Christ. Okay? And for my friends. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it almost brings tears to my eyes because this is what I fought for. Everything else that God has given to me has added on to my life because I fought for it. Okay? All right. So we got about like 5 more minutes here. So let me just see what y'all saying. Frugal Mama, hey, thank you so much for coming. Let me go back and read up here. Uh, Lisa B is saying, Angela, you can mentally distance yourself when around her. Oh, Angela was talking about she had a friend that
Yeah.
and she want to argue all the time, and Angela have to distance herself from those people.
Mm-hmm.
And Lisa B is saying you can mentally distance yourself when around her. She can drain your good energy. You may not want to rethink that relationship. Yeah, you may want to.
Yeah.
Donna is saying, if I may add, you have women jealous that you don't date attractive or entertain dusty broke men. They do. For real, they are jealous because you love yourself enough not to do what you don't want to do.
Mm-hmm. You don't lower your standards.
Thank you. Thank you. There you go, Marlene. Donna, no dusty men. No.
Mm-hmm.
Geo, in 5 years, remember the little people. Oh, girl, this is one of the things that me and Marlene talk about all the time. When we blow up anywhere, I was telling Marlene just the other day, I don't want to be anybody else but Geo.
Mm-hmm.
All the people, and I'm gonna be very frank and honest because that's who I am too. All the people that were there for me, all the people that supported me on YouTube, okay, all the people that had my back. And no matter how hard I cry to them or what have you, those are the people I'm helping.
Right.
Now, don't think that I don't know what people say because people come back and tell me. But I don't care what they say because I'm on a purpose here. I'm doing what I couldn't do before recovery. I'm not giving you my recovery and I'm not giving you my power. I'm giving you what God has told me to give to you. And in return, I'm getting paid. Okay?
Right.
And for the people that understand that about Geo, those are the people I'm going to help. So I'm not going to forget about anybody. Okay? Because the more you give, the more you receive. How about you, Marlene?
Well, I always like to say is I remember who I was when I wasn't introduced to confidence and respect. I know what that feels like. And I said, I never want to make another woman or human being feel less, like feel low, like I used to feel. Once you get introduced to confidence and respect and love and all of those things, and knowing who you are and knowing you have not only have a purpose, but knowing you are somebody, that is a very powerful thing. And that's the energy that I like to put out into the atmosphere, empower other people and let them know that they are somebody as well. And never forget where you came from and use that as a fuel to project you forward and not put others down. And I think that you can't get anything more than blessings for that.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You know, Marlene always breaks it down a whole lot better than I break it down because mostly I'm like raw with it, and I'm like, I just don't understand some things about how people think. But then too, I do understand how they think because some people I used to be and think like that. It's just like what Marlene just said. But when I sit in that chair for 5 years, getting my life together, talking about who I am and what I don't want to be like, and I actually sit there and for 2 whole years of my life cried a river in that chair to my therapist because I could see how dysfunctional my thinking was and how hard I fought for my life. And to have other people still try to tear that down, no, I ain't helping you.
Mhm.
You need to go do what I did. Go get some help and stop trying to tear me down. Find out what's wrong with you. Find out why I'm so threatening to you. And then you will stop being feeling threatening by me. You will want to know, how did you do it? You know, I changed my life. I changed my thinking. You don't have to feel threatened. Get with
Mhm.
me. That's what I did. I got with people that I wanted to be like and think like. Now God has put people in my life that think like I do, and because we're healthier now, that's Marlene, Tracy Lee, just flogging life, and a host of other people over there at Team Bill with Geo.
Mhm.
So I don't feel like I'm crazy no more. Well, how come I think this way and they don't think this? Because a lot of people still is stuck in doing what they always have done and wonder why they're getting the same results. And they can't understand why you're making it and they're not. So they want to be mad at you and feel threatened.
Right.
Okay? Now, let me just read this part and then I'm going to close it down. Why women feel threatened and how to get over it. There is a difference between feeling threatened and feeling intimidated. The difference is fear. When a woman feels threatened, she is afraid that you will take or try to take something she has, including her man, her
Mm.
confidence, her best friend, the role she has established in her group, or something she wants, like a promotion or a future boyfriend. In any case, these threatening feelings usually stem from our own insecurities. People don't fear losing the things that they are secure about. When a beautiful woman walks in the room, we may feel intimidated or jealous, but we won't feel threatened unless we are insecure about our own looks. Feeling threatened can bring out the worst in us. We may shut down or lash out when we let insecurities get the best of us. So if you're feeling threatened by any woman in this chat, if you're feeling threatened by me or Marlene, all I can tell you is God bless you and take a look at yourself. Ask yourself, why am I feeling threatened by Geo or Marlene or Angela or Donna or Delightful Don, you know, uh, Eunice, Lisa B? Just ask yourself why. And if you are honest with yourself, you're going to come up with the right words. I'm just jealous because I want what she got. But then the thing to do is don't tear a person down to other women. Get with that person. Hit me
That
up on
part.
Instagram.
Mhm.
Tell me, ask me how I did it. And I'm going to share with you, I used to be this.
Come
But
on.
hey, I am Geo. That's who I am. And I am a precious child of God. Ask me how I made it. Because it was not easy, ladies.
Mhm.
And these tears is not about sadness. It's because I made it. I made it. I fought. And for people to tear that down,
Mhm.
you're right. I'm going to walk away because I am fighting for my life here. And I don't want to go back to what I used to be. How about you, Marlene?
Listen, Gio, I fought, and not just one thing. You know how like certain, so many obstacles come at you when you finally get through one thing, and then another thing hits you, and another thing hits you, and another thing hits you. So it's a constant fight. Every single day, you fight to maintain who you are. And other women, when they see you, people don't know that your storms. They don't know what you've been through. They don't know how low you have been, and they don't know what
Yeah,
you're going through right now in this moment. All they know is they want what you have. They know they want what you can do. They want to say how you can say it. But nobody can't be me, just like you, Gio. And I've learned that the more that I know myself, we have to know our lane, know what you're good at. Don't be intimidated by another woman. Know your power and your strength and your light. I know what I'm good at, and I know what my lane is. And the more that you continue to go on the path to doing what you're good at, you can't do anything but blossom, because you're going to get more energy and you're going to feel more joyful because you're doing what you're supposed to do.
that's right. That's right. I
Boom.
couldn't have said it better, Marlene. And that is why, oh my God, that is why I have these sort of talks on here because I'm telling you guys, it was not easy being the Geo that you see today. I worked hard for this. Okay. And because I have changed my life, God has added other blessings to it, you know. And sometimes when I get on my knees, I say, why me, God? Why me? Because it comes to me every single time, Marlene, because I'm gonna tell people and I'm gonna do the right thing by helping letting people know what I've been through, okay, to get to this point, okay, so that I can keep what I got. That's why I share, so I can remember, you know, what it was like before and how much I need to keep fighting to be a better person, you know. So let's go back. Let's go to the chat and see. Constance Place is in here. Consistence Place. That's what it is. Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. I love you too, Angela. I love you too. I really do. Angela's been my friend since 2019. That's a long time. So that lets me know I must be doing something right. All right. Great topic. Consistence Place. Say thank you so much. Let's see. Marlene says such a great live. Thank you, Marlene. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If it is, that's right, John. Consistent play say women who show up in a liveness are having behind the scenes storms that they have managed or managing. So uh, we should support our fellow women. Nice topic. Yes, we should. Because I don't know what you done been through, consistent. I don't know what I know what Marlene has been through,
You
and
know.
and I respect that, and I love her. And wow, sometimes I be like, wow, girl, you know,
Mhm.
you made it, Marlene. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So what me and Marlene like to do is give back to let y'all know that we got some good women, and
Mhm.
all we want to do is help. Now, one of the things that we're getting ready to do uh, is start this session is gonna be because it's a series. It's gonna happen on my channel once a month and on Marlene's channel once a month, and I am Tracy Lee's channel once a month. We're gonna have therapy sessions, how I got through this, how I got through that, and then we're just gonna just talk just on that topic, how we got through it, and so that you guys can learn more about us. Because sometimes when people come to my channel and I just be talking about stuff, but they don't know the background of me. They don't know the background of Marlene or Tracy. How we got here, okay, is what we want you guys to know. That you can get there too. How tough it was for us to go through what we went through and then become the women that you see today. That is what we're going to be talking about. And we would appreciate it if you guys would come and hear and support us. Because the more that we come and we share that vulnerability part of us, the more we can stay in recovery. Okay. So, Marlene, you want to say something about that? And we're going to get out of here.
Yes. Yeah, I just want to tell you guys, keep fighting. Each and every day, you have to fight. You have to fight to deal with what you've been through in the past. You got to fight to deal with what you are in the present. You got to fight for what you want in the future. And like I like to always say on my channel, you got to have a warrior mindset. You got to know that there's nothing that you can't conquer and get through. Nothing. Your
Right.
potential is unlimited. We are the ones that limit ourselves. So, as women and as human beings, let's not step on each other's toes. Let's build each other up and be a safe place, a supportive space, an encouraging space, so that other women can keep walking in their worth, in their light, and keep being their self, because that's what I'm all about. And I know that's what you are about too.
Thank you so much, Marlene. Lisa B is saying, consistent. My childhood was a tornado in an earthquake. Dipped in. We can overcome. We have to band together. Yes. My childhood wasn't that good either, Lisa B.
Mhm.
But I made it. Marlene made it. Tracy made it. And a whole lot of other women we don't even know about has made it. You have to make it to become a good person. That is what it is all about. Treating others as you would treat yourself, as you would treat yourself. Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. But I want to thank everybody for coming. Marlene, thank you so much for being my co-host today. Thank you so much. I just want to thank God that I had enough courage to do this topic. 10 things that make a woman threatening to other women. And when I first brought this up to Marlene, I said, girl, I don't know if I should do this. She said, girl, that topic is you. Do it.
That's you.
you
Mhm.
know? And I said, okay, Marlene, I'll do this topic. So this was a good topic. And I'm so glad that I did it because it just gave me more confidence in myself today. That no matter what people say or what they think about me, they cannot change who I am. I can only do that. Okay. And today I know who I am and I know whose I am. I am a precious child of God. Marlene, you are a precious child of God. Everybody in the chat, if you are a believer, you are a precious child of God. Know your worth. Okay.
Yeah.
And with that said, we're going to get out of here. Thank you so much for coming. Marlene, thank you again. Bye bye, everybody.